everyone, and welcome to a segment of Random Character Generator. I am Greg Tito, and I'm joined by Kate Welch.
Hi, I'm Kate Welch. I'm game designer, Dungeons and Dragons.
You're making the things happen.
Yep.
Up and down.
Oh, yeah.
All over town.
Yep.
There's random characters happening in all of your stuff.
I think so. Yeah.
Also, not random characters.
Right. Hi, you just got back from E3.
I did. I'm
Boy,
here.
are your arms tired.
I know. I was running the whole way.
Yeah.
And then I would leap into the air and then got all the way here to Seattle.
Amazing. Are people excited for Baldur's Gate 3?
People are so excited for Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, it was this wonderful confluence of everyone loving the developer, loving Larian, and wanting to see more come out of them, and excited about what is to come with Dungeons & Dragons storytelling, and being like, this is the perfect marriage.
It is. It is. I remember thinking that. I think I learned that like my very first day here last year, and I was like, because I just finished a playthrough of Divinity 2 where I was loudly proclaiming that it was the best Dungeons & Dragons game I've ever played.
And you're like, the first day, you're like, what's the one thing that people are going to be excited about? And you're like, oh
yeah.
Do not disappoint.
Yeah, that's it. That's really all we got. There's no other. Everything else this year is a downward slide.
Exactly. Oh, but there's things that we're working on which are so cool.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of so cool, what do we do on this show?
So this is the segment where we make up a random character from D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
It was in part inspired by the session you ran at PAX Unplugged, in which it was all people creating these characters on the fly.
With the random character generator button.
And then playing them as fully realized characters. So we will press this button and come up with this character.
Sounds
then try to put a story and a backstory about all of the different stats and numbers, and try to figure out how to translate what's on the character sheet into something that you can really play.
I love it.
They might be broken.
Thank you for the reminder. That hopefully will be broken.
Right. All right. Ready? I'm going to press the button.
Yes, press the button.
It is loading.
Pelham, do you have a player's handbook?
Oh, we always forget the player's handbook.
No, he always has a player's handbook.
Oh, wait. He's got
That's
it
why
right
Pelham's
here.
not good. He's
great.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Ooh. Maywin hog collar.
like
now,
that name.
it's not hog collar like, hey, come here, hog. This is a hog collar like, hey, get over here. You're my pet now. So this is clearly, and it's a halfling. Perfect.
A stout halfling sorcerer.
Yes. Who already, I can tell you that she's got an unbelievable collection of hogs. And she catches wild ones. She has the ability, the special talent of being able to not only locate a wild hog, but to make it her friend and to bring it home and add it to her collection of hogs.
Done and done.
I haven't looked at anything else in this character sheet, but
we're gonna make that happen.
Yeah, and she uses her chromatic orb to seduce them with color.
Because hogs like color.
Hogs.
In
That's
this
one
world.
thing, Greg, that everyone can agree on. Hogs love color.
And being collared.
Yes, and collared. Yes.
Nice. All right, so Maywin has a strength, a pretty high strength.
She's very strong. It's from all that hog collaring that she's been doing.
So she's maybe a farmer. I don't know. We'll see what kind of background she's got.
She used to be, yeah.
Low dexterity.
Very low.
-2 on the modifier,
Yeah.
7 on the dice.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Constitution, middle of the road, 10.
Right.
Very smart.
Sure, which is I think less useful for a sorcerer, but it's she's book smart.
She's
not
book smart.
She's not street smart.
She knows the different varieties of hogs and how they are related and how they evolved over time.
You know what? I think probably you're right. I think she's been a farmer up until her raw magic started to seep out of her pores and onto her hogs. And so
and her
now,
background is a sage.
Yeah.
Oh, so that could fit really well.
Yeah.
I like that. She's generally middle of the road. Wisdom. I'm assuming with a name like Maywin that it's a she. What do you think?
I like it as a she.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Maywin hog collar.
Yeah.
And charisma, which is her spellcasting stat.
Yeah.
Not great.
Not great.
A
Not
12 +1 modifier. Not terrible.
worst.
No,
Sure.
I've definitely
Yeah.
had worse characters.
Yeah. Okay. That's true. Okay. So she's 3rd level, which means she's been sort of birthing her sorceress abilities for some time now.
And she's got a storm sorcery origin.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna look at that. Storm sorcery. Storm sorcery is one of the coolest ones, I think.
Yes.
Where are you at? Draconic Bloodline, Wild Magic, Storm Sorcery.
Storm
Storm Sorcery actually might be in.
It says 101.
Xanathars?
Oh, well, yeah, you might be right.
I think it might be Xanathars.
This is one thing where like you click it and I want to go to Storm Sorcery, but it talks about sorceress origin.
Okay. Well, yeah. So draconic magic, draconic bloodwine, or wild magic are the PHP ones. So I think it's Xanathars. So I can't remember off the top of my head. But
She's got a sage
you're
background.
with D&D Beyond, it's easier than ever. Look at you go.
Look at it happen.
Okay. All right. Power of elemental air. Ooh, a near-death experience caused by the great rain. But perhaps you were born during a howling gale so powerful that folks still tell stories of it.
Ooh,
Okay.
like Stormborn.
Yeah. So how about this? She was born in a storm that killed all her family's hogs. Yeah, it drowned them, all of the hogs.
It was like a flood?
Yeah, and they were a reputable hog farmer family. But this great storm, as the hogs were all drowning, Maywin Hogcaller was born, and something about the energy of those dying hogs got into her bloodline.
Ooh.
So she has the power of the storm hog.
We're getting into like Blizzard cow level here. But I like it.
Definitely.
All right, that's great. All right, so
Yeah.
she's got the power of the storm hogs,
Okay.
which is where she's able to cast her spells. So
Yep.
she's got a pretty good mix of good cantrips here: Acid Splash, Mending Message. She's really got the cantrips are actually mostly utilitarian.
Yeah. So she's got the minor illusion, which is probably awesome for luring hogs.
Oh, she uses it that way. That's a great idea.
Yeah, so you could make with minor illusion, you could make the sound or smell of a truffle. I don't know what hogs are into. I think they like truffles.
I think they like truffles.
My pigs in Stardew Valley love truffles, so that's all of the farming experience that I have.
Which is more than you need, really.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Probably. And then for the first level spells, we got the Chromatic Orb, of
Right.
course, and Comprehend Languages,
Oh.
which is an interesting one.
That is an interesting one.
Perhaps she is, like we said before, she's studious. Maybe a little too studious, considering she's a sorcerer. She should work on that charisma a little bit, but she likes her books. And Comprehend Languages helps her read more about her love, her true love, which is cultivating the world's most beautiful hog. She's crossbreeding. She's read a lot about hog genetics, such as they are in the Forgotten Realms. And so, yeah, she's all about that rare hog.
Do you think, and this is just throwing a crazy weird idea out here,
Yeah.
do you think that in some way, by being born during this storm and having a connection to hogs,
Yeah.
that she believes and/or has discovered a secret hog timeline in which hogs are ascendant? And
Yes.
she's trying to get back or figure out how to make hogs more ascendant in her world.
Well, obviously, I think that's the case. Yeah.
Okay.
So hogs ascend. Hogs ascendant. That's her. She's got a tattoo across her chest.
Hogs unite.
Hog life. Hogs, not drogs.
We don't want any Viking undead here.
No,
No.
that's joggers. But
Oh, great. Close. Dang
yeah,
it.
so close.
I love all of this. All right, so her comprehend languages are trying to figure out, what's the secret language of hog life.
Right. Okay. So she's able to comprehend languages is the literal meaning of any spoken language and written language, but you have to be touching the surface. So yeah, she probably has a lot of like Elvish and Dwarven books about hog farming.
Yeah.
And just general genetics. Maybe her research has led her into like a field of hog eugenics so dark that it awoke her sorceress origins.
Interesting.
Finally.
Yeah.
I think of her as being like mid-30s. So probably in just the last couple of years, these mysterious sorceress powers have come out of her because she delved so deeply into the lore of Dark Hog.
Which it makes a lot of sense because she's got a lot of languages here. She's
Yeah.
got Common, Halfling, Crawl. I don't know what Crawl is.
Sure.
Orc and Primordial.
Whoa!
So that
Jeez Louise. And that must come from her sage background, right?
right, and her relatively high intelligence, right? Because she's
Right.
got a +2
Right.
for that. So that would be an extra ones. What is Crawl? I wish I knew what Crawl was.
It's a language.
It's a language. People say it.
Obviously,
They use it in communicating. Maybe it's the hog language. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. I can't remember what crawl is, but I think sage, if I recall correctly, is just like she did spend a bunch of time reading and learning
Yeah.
And she is considered to be wise, but her stats don't necessarily reflect that. So perhaps because of the amount of book learning that she has done and how everybody in this hamlet that she lives nearby, no pun intended with the hog
Hamlet.
jokes, but Hamlet, I've always wanted to, I think there already is at least 100 mini pigs, but Hamlet is just the perfect name for a mini pig.
It really is. I mean, that's.
It's kind of dark, but it's fine.
I think. Well, and he's also very sad, and
Yeah.
maybe he commits suicide. You never know. But
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I don't want my mini pig to commit suicide.
Well, but only because his kingdom was taken away from him by his uncle,
naturally.
right?
Yeah,
And then his
yeah.
girlfriend drowned, right? So that's what happens.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you're totally right on the sage thing. Spent years studying the lore of the multiverse, scoured manuscripts, studied scrolls, and listened to the greatest experts on the subjects that interest you.
Yes. Okay.
And looks like was randomly determined to be the researcher.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So she's researching genetics,
Yeah.
right? She's trying to. So here's a question.
Yes.
She's trying to breed a rare hog, and it has some kind of special quality. Maybe she's tired of not being able to talk to hogs, and she's decided she's going to breed a talking hog.
Oh, okay.
What do you think of that?
I like that a lot too.
Either that or like a glittery rainbow hog.
You did say earlier on that like the most beautiful hog, right? Or
Yeah.
right. So like
Right,
that,
the most spectacular hog.
yeah.
But like, what does a beautiful hog look like? Like chiseled cheekbones and like pouty lips.
And it's like I'm lifting weights and
I just had a mental picture of a hog with lips. Oh no! I ruined
isn't
my
that
day.
that's what hot dogs are made of?
hog lips. Just one hot dog per. Oh, gross.
Gross. Well, I like, and so it's kind of like she's trying to create like not an owl bear per se, but like that kind of a new
Maybe.
creature type,
Ooh, an owl hog.
an owl hog.
What if it is? It's like an owl hog. That's some hybrid creature. Now, all we know about Maywin for sure is that she's a hog farmer, obviously.
Right, or was before she. Or no, that's a good question. Is
Yeah.
she now? Is she still like
Oh,
at
yeah.
her farm, even though
Yes.
all the pigs were dead there?
Yeah, I don't think she's an adventurer. I
Okay.
think that her sorceress magic is something that she's learning as her dark hog inside her awakens. But I also think that if she is breeding a hybrid, then she's probably breeding with another creature.
Okay.
So we have owl bears. What do we? Maybe she's breeding a hog dog.
Hog dog.
Yeah, maybe front half hog, back half dog.
Oh, getting the centaur thing going on here.
Yeah, you got me.
You're like, how can a pig be attractive this way? And you're like, wait a second, what if it's a centaur?
What if it's a centaur? Automatically hot.
Yeah, done and done.
And so it could be front half hog and back half dog, but it also could be, and I want you to think closely about this one, top half hog, bottom half dog. So all hog body, very long dog legs.
So, like a satyr type of like walking on two legs.
Yes, but
Okay.
but with 4 legs.
But okay.
Yeah. Although I like where your head's at. We could go with a hog that is just 2 legs.
Yeah.
Just 2 dog legs coming off like a Porky Pig type body.
Right. But then where does the opposable thumbs come in? Are they hooves?
Oh no, they're hooves.
They're hooves.
They're hooves. Yeah, because you don't want to give them that much power. Once you start giving hogs opposable thumbs, the neighborhood's gone. You're just wrecking yourself at that point.
So is this a dark story? Is this a what's that called? A cautionary tale?
Not yet. I don't think she has succeeded yet. Is the thing.
Yeah.
But she could be. So when you encounter her as an NPC in your game at home, she will probably send you on a quest to help her gather reagents for whatever dark dealings she's trying to fuse these 2 great animals together. 2 great tastes that taste great together.
Exactly.
That's her motto.
That's what she's been. She's not that wise, so she thinks that's like the most funniest thing in the world. And she's like, "This is
She
perfect."
She has like a warehouse full of T-shirts with that on it that no one's buying.
She's like, "I thought this was going to give me
I really thought
all of the gold pieces I needed to fund my research."
It was like the I Heart New York thing. She's like, surely this is going to catch on, but it didn't.
No, and it's good she's not an adventurer because she's really bad at it. She's got a -2 initiative, as
yeah.
well as a pretty poor armor class, mostly because of the bad dexterity.
Yeah, I mean, when you think of a hog, you don't think of a creature that's going to take a lot of initiative. So
she's not living high on the hog anymore.
And, just to be clear, she is not a hog, but I think she finds since this is the ascent of the hogs, she finds their qualities aspirational in many ways. She is a stout halfling, so she's got like a stout sort of form, right? She's also immune to poison, which is great because hogs are very poisonous.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Are they?
No, Greg.
Maybe in this world they are. You don't know. You can say that, and I will go on that journey with you, Kate, every time.
Oh my God!
They've got poisonous fangs. Those hogs.
So good just then. Oh my God!
I like that she has some charisma-based skills here. So she's got deception and persuasion as ones that she's trained in addition to history and arcana, which fits the whole sage thing. But
sure,
how does she use her persuasion and/or deception?
I don't know.
Do you think?
Well, the obvious thing is to persuade or deceive hogs into being her friend.
Okay,
right?
she's like, come into my
come to my beautiful hog paradise.
Come to my window.
Come to my hog farm. Right? But perhaps persuasion and deception would come in handy if you had some officials coming and sniffing around and being like, "Hey, what's all this? You fusing a hog and a dog together over here? Some kind of hog dog?" She'd be like, "No,
That's silly.
I would never do that.
That's not the most attractive thing I've ever thought of. I would never want to make that.
What a ridiculously practical idea you've just had.
You're a genius. I'm going to make that real.
I'm not going to. No. But if I did,
Okay.
how much would you pay for it?
I mean, hypothetically speaking. So that's interesting. Is she trying to find her, other half?
No.
No, I think her pursuit is academia and scientific in as much as it is. In another, she was raised on this halfling hog farm, and so had she had more access to places like Candlekeep or Waterdeep, she might have been able to use this scientific obsession to further a pursuit that more people would be excited about.
Wow.
Which is not to bag on hog dogs, but I do think that it's probably like a very personal pursuit for her, because she hasn't been out in the world much. As you say, she's a terrible adventurer, so she wouldn't last 2 seconds out there. I don't care how many hogs she brings with her.
So she's a little bit of a loner then.
I think so.
She's
Yeah,
kinda
it's just her and her hogs.
Hogs are making her happy.
And one dog.
A single dog.
Only for the science, though. I like to think she snuggles up in her like straw mattress, and there's a bunch of little baby hogs around her. She hugs them. They all go to sleep. Aww. Yeah, I know. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute, except for the eugenics storyline. It's a pretty cute mental picture.
I mean, even that, hog hugging, that's okay.
Yeah, hog hugs.
Hog hugs.
Yeah, hog dogs, hog hugs. This story's got it all.
Maywin Hogcaller is a very nice person. So, all right, so you kind of did a little bit of of a role playing thing. They were like, "Hey, what you doing here?"
Sure, yeah, that's my guard voice.
She responded though in a very normal voice. Do you think this person does she have a special voice to it, or is she very matter of fact?
Well, halflings are they could go either way with voices, but yeah, I think that's part of her charisma, so to speak. That's her +1. Is like she sounds pretty reasonable when you talk to her. She's just she's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I like where your head's at. So yeah, I think she sounds completely sane and educated. And it's only once you spend more than 5 minutes with her where you're like, oh boy,
there might be some things.
Yeah, this hog dog thing's not gonna work out. I don't know how to tell her.
But she's so nice about it.
So nice,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I love that. Because she would have to be respected a little bit, at least in her community. With those type of things.
Certainly to leave her alone, they'd be like, ooh, that Maywin. You go out to that farm, you're gonna find some weird stuff going on out there. But she's harmless. She's that sort of eccentric farm lunatic that every town has.
Is she still amongst mostly halflings? Like, does she?
Yeah,
she lives amongst her kind.
I think this is a little halfling hamlet.
Yeah,
because halflings in general, like they would go for the hog farming. They're like, oh, that's a noble pursuit.
Right.
And it would be the research, the genetic research that they'd be like, oh, well, I don't know about that. I don't think that's a good
That's a
idea.
little too far. So she
Yeah.
keeps that on the DL as much as
Yeah,
she
I
can.
think there are rumors, like weird flashes of light and explosions sometimes come from her farm. But most of the halflings steer clear. There's like a milk delivery that happens every week, and they try to go broad daylight because at night it gets real weird in there. There's lots of strange sounds.
Okay, so this could almost be like a bad NPC or like
Yeah,
a boss in some way.
Well, it could be sort of like Sinister Secret. Like there's a legend that this is the haunted farmhouse, right? But once you get there, you realize like, oh, it's just this sort of eccentric little scientist lady who's doing all these crazy experiments, and there's nothing haunted about it at all. But maybe she likes that. She's got that deception skill, so maybe she puts on a little bit of a show because
Yeah.
it keeps people away,
Right.
and then they don't interfere.
Here, have some ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some bacon for
Yeah.
you. Go.
It's turkey bacon though. She has never slain a
Oh,
hog
that's
in
the
her life.
deceptionist
Yes.
role. She's like, this is totally bacon.
This is totally 100% hog bacon.
Wink. Like little bell goes off.
Yeah,
Ding.
yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, I like Maywin,
Yeah,
hog collar.
me too.
I wanna use her.
So I can't remember. Did we say we're gonna put these up anywhere?
We do. We put them
good.
up in the show notes for where people can
good,
find
good,
us in the
good. Okay.
podcast form. I try to make it public so that people can use all of our crazy stuff we just made up and put it in your game if you want, or you can use this as an NPC.
Yeah.
We say she's a bad adventurer, but she could be a good adventurer for you.
And
out
there's
there.
honestly there's no such thing as bad adventure. So like
That's true.
even with low decks and weird stats, even a mechanically unsound character will create amazing stories.
And
Right?
she's got an amazing call to action here.
She
where,
does.
Like, all of a sudden, if
Hog call to action.
Zooey! Oink, oink. That was my Kermit trying to do Miss Piggy stuff, which I'm amazed we haven't had one Miss Piggy joke in this entire.
Well, because
segment.
hogs aren't pigs, Greg.
Oh, are they different?
Yeah, they're different.
I thought. Oh, the one's the poisonous kind. One's not poisonous
Yes, the
kind.
hogs are very poisonous. Yes, yeah. Do not get bit by a hog. Not
Are
pretty.
there green hogs and
Green hogs. and
night
ham.
hogs?
Yeah. Oh yeah, night hogs. Swamp hogs. Hell yes.
oh my gosh! Now we got to get Jeremy to do a swamp hog.
Great.
Genius. All right, thank you so
Wonderful.
much, Kate. This is perfect.
Thank you.
How can people ask about Maywin and any other additional details they may want?
They can throw questions at my Twitter at KateWell cha, which is my name but with 4 H's at the end.
4 H's.
Hogs, huggin',
Hog dogs
hog dogs.
and hot dogs.
Amazing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kate. We'll be back with more segments next week.
Yay, bye.
Bye. Good stuff. Well, we got 25 minutes. You want to do another one?
I have to pee really bad, and I have so much to get done before the
Then
end of
we
the day.
are out.
Thank
All right.
you.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, we're still on our.
Yeah, we are.
Do
No,
I always
right?
do
It's always the fake thing.
I'm still here.
We're still real people. Thank you so much for watching this entire bit here on twitch.tv/DND. We've got Bin Wins Plays with Scott Kurtz coming up in about 25 minutes, and Corey playing through some Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Check that out. It'll be on very soon. And when did C Team come back yet? Or did
Yeah,
you
we've been on.
for the last couple of weeks, right?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, Ryan was gone for E3,
Oh, okay,
but
that's what I was-
we still did the show. Yeah.
Nice.
Wednesdays, 4 p.m.
Wednesdays,
Pacific.
4 p.m. Make it happen. Maybe you'll see a hog collar then.
Oh my god.
Fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week with more fun stuff. Bye.